Endgame is different than opening and middle game because there is less focus on calculation and more focus on making a plan. Here we're gonna see how Capablanca formulated a plan for this position. He said that white needs to prevent advancement of the c pawn because in that case b pawn would become weak, as well as control the entire board up to the 5th rank. To achieve this, king needs to be on e3, rook needs to be on c3, knight needs to be on d4, and pawns on b4 and f4. After he achieves that position, he will then and only then push his queenside pawns. So basically Capablanca wasn't preoccupied with different variations, he was only interested in a plan. So let's see, knight d4, rook b7, b4, bishop d7, f4, king e7, king f2, rook a7, rook c3 of course, protecting a pawn, king d6, rook d3, threatening discovered attack, king e7, king e3, rook a4, rook c3, and now king d6. White achieved the desired setup. Now he has to think how to advance queenside pawns. For that purpose, he needs to bring his king to help them. Rook d3, king e7, rook c3, king d6. Repeating moves is also one important thing in endgames. It follows the principle of do not hurry, and you can see that a lot of great masters really took their time while realizing their advantage, because every mistake in the endgame is more costly than in the middle game. Knight e2, g6, rook d3, king e6, king d4. This is the only mistake in the game because it gives black bishop b5 and chances for a draw. This wasn't mentioned in a book. He has to play knight c3 and so on, but black didn't take advantage of that. Instead he played rook a6, rook e3, king d6, knight c3, f5. Of course black cannot take because of knight e4. After f5, b5. The pawns begin their advance and the white pieces are able to support them. So you see that do not hurry principle in practice. Only advance your pawns when they are supported by your pieces. Rook a8, king c4, bishop e6, king b4, c5 takes, bishop g8, couldn't take because bishop was hanging, knight b5 takes, and now rook d3. Now white doesn't even have to push his a pawn, he can attack weakened kingside pawns. g5, check, king b7 takes, rook g6, rook f8 takes, f4, and now knight d4. Really important move. Capablanca doesn't allow any counterplay, connected with f3. After rook c8, threatening rook c4, we have check, king b6, check again, king b7, knight b5, threatening knight d6, rook f8, knight d6 check, king b8, and now h4. Black resigns because he cannot deal with two passed pawns.